my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Twee and I have roped in the boyfriend, the baby daddy. I feel like definitely having a baby has changed our relationship, so I really want to speak what being a parent is like so far and like deep dive into this topic. Quang is finally back. We're going to be doing a Q&A from my broadcast family. If you're following me on Instagram and you're not in my broadcast channel, then what are you doing, girl? That is where I spill all the tea. You always get the first dibs. Did we actually plan for this baby? How did we know that we was ready?
So, Twee come up to me probably after like Christmas.
Basically, all of our friends were popping out babies left, right and centre. Everyone was pregnant, everyone was shagging, and we literally turned around this Christmas, because we host Christmas at ours every year, and I just noticed there was like 5 babies in our house, and I'm like, I want us, if we are going to have babies, to have friends that have babies, so that we have like mama friends and we can all like have play dates together. I don't know why, I think that just kind of like stirred something inside of me, and I definitely think that when you're close friends or you know you have a lot of people around you that start having babies, you start to reflect naturally within yourself and what you want from your own life. And I think from that night, I think I basically took off my contraceptive patch.
Come here, lover boy.
Yeah, so she took it off and then we didn't realise we'd get pregnant that quick.
It happened in 2 months for us. I was expecting for it to take a year. I was meant to get pregnant in 2026. I was meant to launch my brand. Like, I had my whole timeline planned out, okay? But God had different plans for us.
She said after Christmas, it's free game, so you know.
The come game worked, okay? The pull-out game was not strong. He had strong swimmers, guys. I have to be worried about this. Yeah, it basically come really, really quickly. And if I'm honest, I don't think I was the happiest when I first found out. If you saw my pregnancy announcement video, you would know that I was just crying. I was literally a mess for the whole first trimester. But now that I'm going into my 3rd trimester now, I definitely am a lot more prepared. I'm a lot more excited, and I feel like me and Quang have definitely found like some sort of rhythm. We're kind of like really realizing that, oh, this is like the next chapter of our relationship and our life. So
It is our next chapter. Why are you working for that?
why do you look so miserable?
Twee found out, but also was like, oh crap, like kind of thing, like, because I know it's going to take a lot, like mentally, physically, and everything in between.
Change our lives.
Yeah, and obviously Twee was in like, not in the greatest mindset at the time, so I'm like, oh crap, I got to pick her up from like the next few months in a sense. Also, with her mindset at the start, I'm like, is she going to enjoy pregnancy in a sense? So, is she going to be like miserable for 9 months? Am I going to get in trouble for 9 months?
Yes.
I got to like hush it for 9 months.
Yes. That now still has not been hushed, okay? How do you actually feel now that you're going to become a dad? Like, how do you feel like even watching me and my body change during pregnancy and stuff like that? How has that affected you?
Well, it's been good because I feel like Twee's been doing amazing. So it's been a breeze so far.
Oh, really?
Yeah, obviously Twee's been running, been doing her own stuff that she normally would do. So she hasn't relied on me as much, which has been amazing. I guess when the baby's here, like, I will have to step up a little more.
Yeah, I'm kind of just pop out this baby and Grand's going to look after the baby.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, bye babe, I'm off to Shanghai.
Obviously we're implementing things in place now so we can kind of like ease off with work, delegate some of our work.
We're actually in the phase of slowly phasing Quang out of my business, which is very sad because me and Quang have worked together for like 8 years now. We're hiring teams and stuff like that to take over his role. He still will be working like here and there, but I think his main thing is like the housewife.
Obviously I'm the main person where like, if Twee needs big decisions, it'll be me and Twee. And
yeah.
Like,
well, Quang was still doing all the contracts and like paperwork and finances.
So Twee doesn't get pushed over in a sense. Like, I'm there to be like, no, like, you don't like get pushed around.
He's the bad guy.
I'm a bad guy. I stand up for Twee, you know. I sort out contracts. I demand things to be done. Like, it's just easier with guys negotiating things.
Yeah,
and stuff
why
like
is
that.
that?
And it's just like, I can be more like direct.
More firm.
Like, more firm and be like, push back on that. No.
If you ask me, I'm like, okay.
But she's not from the streets. She's like, yeah, I'll do it.
We're having a boy as well. That's another question. How do you feel about having a boy? Because I know Gran really wants to have a girl. I am so excited that I'm having a boy. I'm like, I felt it in my bones this whole time. I feel like I've always got along really well with like guy energy. Like Danny, he's one of my best friends. I feel like whenever I hang around with Gran's friends, I have like this boy banter. You know me, I'm a little bit crude, I'm a little bit out there, and I feel like I've just always got along better with guys. So I'm really excited that I'm gonna have a little boy. They do say that boys look after their mums.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to have like a little best friend.
I think having a boy is probably best now. I was saying to my friends and stuff that I'd probably be gutted if I didn't have a boy.
Really?
Yeah. I'd probably be okay if I didn't have a girl.
Oh, okay.
So if I had girl, I'll keep trying for a boy.
Oh,
It's just,
really?
if I had another boy, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, put me enough for now. Like,
Same. I do not need a girl.
So, like, that was my thing, but I wanted a girl just because, I don't know why. Like,
It's like
just
daddy's
wanted,
little girl,
Yeah,
innit?
daddy's little girl, but I also like the thought of having a boy where I could do like boy things, go ride a bike, and do like just like guy things and stuff like that, and like have like father and son day kind of thing like that.
Yeah,
you know?
I think you get along so well with Rolo. Like Rolo's such an adventurous dog, and I feel like having a little boy, like them two are just gonna play around together. I think it'll be so cute. And I definitely feel like, for me anyways, the idea of having a boy first will help lean us into having a baby, and then hopefully, you know, if we try again or if we get pregnant again, then we'll have a girl and then we'll have the best of both worlds. But so I'm so excited to have a boy. I feel like this boy is gonna be like the first taster into parenthood, and I'm gonna ease ourselves in.
Boys are more crazy.
I know, and I love it because I'm crazy too. Okay, the next question is, have we chosen a name, and will it have like an Asian name? You know, because my name is Twee, your name is Quang, it's very like Vietnamese. Are we gonna carry on that tradition?
Point blank, no.
No, I
Because
hated my name growing up, guys.
I struggle with like telling people my name in a sense in the Western world.
Yeah.
So like when I tell people my Vietnamese name, they get it wrong all the time. So I'm like, why would I put my child through such struggle and have an Asian name? I know like it's in our root that we're Asian.
Well, it's meant to be keeping a tradition going, isn't it?
Yeah, the fact that, well, it's got our surnames in it, so that's another thing as well. Like, I had an argument about keeping my surname. This thing about, like, do I want to carry my family name? Like, after having to think about it, like, I would, but I would put it as my middle name.
Yeah, so we wasn't sure if we was gonna do Pham as the baby's last name, or do you keep my name, which is Lee. I love my last name, guys. I feel it's so easy, it rolls off the tongue. Like, when you go to Starbucks, you just like, Lee, Twee Lee, like it's just so like easy. Both of us wasn't too sure if we were gonna have Pham.
One, it doesn't have a ring to it, you say that, but also like I've had a lot of issues growing up, so like I had this little thing recently that I wanted to drop my surname, and that's probably why like we probably haven't got married, we haven't had kids. I think talking about the subject of names before we knew the gender,
Yeah.
I've probably avoided it because I did tell Tweed that I might be dropping my surname. So after Sammy bought this jumper, and I was like, oh, so cute.
So cute, guys.
So yeah, I'm gonna just like put my surname as middle name.
We're gonna double barrel it, kind of.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be Pham Lee, which is the last name. Baby can decide if it wants to say the Pham or not, because it's gonna be the middle name. Yeah, Gran just doesn't have a very good relationship with his family.
Yeah.
He was actually thinking to, you know, switch over to the Lee crew, you know. But I think it'll be really cute to kind of like let the baby have its choice, so
Yeah.
it can have the best of both worlds.
Yeah, it's just how like history of like my family and stuff like that.
Oh, maybe one day we can do like a make up a mindset and deep dive into it and talk a little bit more about what it's like growing up in a toxic household and how to get out of that mindset.
Yeah.
So let us know if you want us to film that video. We'll be keeping an eye out for the thumbs up.
Well, with that being said, I'm gonna keep my name as it is.
Okay, you decided.
Yeah, I've decided to keep my name as it is, and it's just who I am. Like, it is what it is, isn't it? And it just
Yeah.
doesn't define you. Of,
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah, have we thought of a name? No.
no.
No, we haven't done anything, guys. I feel like for me and Gran, we wanted to wait until we found out the gender. We haven't even bought any like baby clothes, like proper baby clothes yet. And we literally just found out last week about the gender. So now we need to actually have discussions. I feel like everything that I like, Gran does not like. And then every time I ask Gran, what do you like? He doesn't know. Yeah, I know we definitely want an English name. I remember every time there was a substitute teacher and I would just wait to hear my name called out, and she would always call it like Thai, Thai, I, and
Yeah,
I'll
but
just
you've got
always have to like.
a long name. It's not just not Tweely, is it?
Yeah.
You've got like 3 names, 4 names.
So I remember every time my substitute teacher would try to say my name, it would just always be wrong, and I used to be so embarrassed about it. And I just don't want that for my baby. I feel like I want my baby's name to have like an easy name that can roll off the tongue, but at the same time, there's also other things that we need to have a name that my mum can pronounce and she doesn't speak English, so there's a lot of like thinking that needs to go there. But I know for me, something that's really important is that we need to think about what their sibling name is going to be as well, because it needs to kind of go together, you know. Okay, the next question is, are you glad that you waited until you're in your 30s to have a baby instead of your 20s? Because I feel like there's a lot of people that have babies in their 20s. And I remember when I was younger, I used to think, oh, I'm going to have my first baby when I'm 25.
Do you know what?
By the time I'm 30.
I'm sad that I'm going to be an older dad. But also, I'm glad because like I didn't have my shit together at 25.
I think even if you told me like a year ago that I was going to be pregnant, I would have been like, no, that was not the right time. I definitely feel like now we're in a space where me and Grand's relationship are probably the best that it's ever been. Like, I feel like we've had a really nice close connection now, and I think it's like the perfect time in our life. Like, we've got our party phase out of the way. I feel like we've done amazing in our career. I feel like we're definitely more stable now. Yeah, we travelled so much. We've, you know, learned about responsibilities with Rolo, and I definitely feel like everything really unfolds the way that it should. And I definitely feel like I'm so happy for me that I'm in a stable place in my life as well, because I was brought up in a very chaotic household where there wasn't money, there was a lot of toxicity, and I'm so glad that me and Quang actually took the time. We've done couples therapy, we've done solo therapy. We're in a place where we can actually, like, you know, lead and go into parenthood and not pass down our traumas and be self-aware. So I am so glad for me that I waited until my 30s, and you know, I still feel so young, hip. I feel like I'm the most fittest that I've ever been. So I'm really glad that we waited until we're 30, because I definitely think if we had a baby at 25,
I think the most that you take from this is that we worked on ourselves quite a bit, on our relationship, on everything in general. Like, I can't imagine probably like 4 years ago having a child where we would have been so toxic. We would have had arguments in front of the child.
Yeah.
We would have like
shouted.
Yeah.
No patience at all. And I definitely think even having Rolo has taught us so much in our relationship as well, about letting the other person be, letting the other person, you know, handle things the way they want to handle things instead of micromanaging.
Yeah. It was funny because like we keep saying that we had like arguments of how we wanted to train Rolo.
And I've learned to accept that.
Works for you, but it don't work for me.
Yeah, exactly. I definitely feel like now we're in a relationship where even when we argue, it's not that big toxic, you know, arguments where you're slamming doors, you're throwing things, you're shouting in each other's faces. That was definitely me and Grant at one point, I'm not gonna lie. But after going to couples therapy and just like growing up in general, I think now I've learned you pick and choose your battles, guys, you know.
Also, you have to like effectively argue in a sense. Like, argue your point. You're not trying to like be like I'm right and you're wrong, but I just want like for you to understand me. Yeah. And then we will just avoid like butting heads in a sense.
Yes, exactly.
So
stop being that stubborn. Okay, next question is a fun question. What is your libido like now? Has pregnancy affected your sex life? I feel like we were known to be like that couple that we were doing the nasty all the time.
So Twee's been like pestering me, alright? She's been pestering me. She likes it at night time, I like it in the morning. I'm like, I can't think about anything worse than after a long day, a long stressful day, than doing it.
It never gets done at night time, okay? I've had to accept it's just gonna be in the morning now. But it has to be a certain time in the morning. Yeah. It can't be in the morning where, you know, I'm up now, I read my book, I've been awake for an hour because I'm too on now. It needs to be like, you know, the 4, 5 a.m. where it's like still half sleeping and then like the booty cheek slowly backs up.
Like, whoa, come on!
It's not been like the funnest sex, I must say. But
why?
We just get it done, I guess. Like, everyone has their needs in it. But like, if you like get a freaky sex, then it's a bit like, oh, that's so long.
This is what happens when you've been in a relationship for 16 years, guys. You're just roll over in your spoon position, you open up the butt cheeks and you slide it in, okay? But honestly, I do have to say that since I've been pregnant, I have been extra horny. Oh my god, I've never felt libido like this before. And I'm like, wow, is this what guys feel all the time when they have like blue balls, where they just want to like knock one out all the time? And I definitely feel like now with pregnancy, I don't know what hormones going on, I'm up for it all the time. And if anything, Quang is the one turning me down.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna remember this. You wait till this baby
She
comes.
used to do that before.
You wait till this baby comes, there's gonna be cobwebs. It's gonna be like everything's in jail, like locked up, throw away the key. So you better get it now while you have a chance. But something I am worried about, I'm not gonna lie, is after having a baby, I feel like a lot of people do say that your sex life goes out the window. And I think it's just because you're probably so tired. You know how you said like at the end of the day you're so tired, but we don't even do it at night time anyway, so. Okay, do you think I've had like pregnancy hormones? Have you seen it like affect me, or has it affected our relationship?
Well, at the start, I think like Twee was just like,
I don't know what I want to eat. I don't want that.
Indecisive.
No.
I'm like, are you playing up to your hormones, or are you really, really not feeling it? And then like after a while it started fading. Like she was like feeling sad as well.
I would have this random waves of just like sadness, and like I wouldn't even know why. It would just be like, I'll look out the window and I feel like I'm in a music video, one tear just like slowly comes out.
I think you have to come to a realization that you're having a child, innit?
Yeah, I think it's also this thing of like mourning your life. Like, oh my god, it's gonna be the last time that I can do my makeup for like 6 hours. Or me and Gran can just go off on holiday and not care about anything. Definitely when we went away on our little baby moon when we went to Vietnam. I wouldn't even classify that really as a baby moon, because that was just a trip that we have been dying to go on and we just like scrammed to go on it. So it wasn't like a baby moon where you could relax and stuff. It was quite like go, go, go. But even that, it made me feel so reflective that, oh my god, like this is gonna be the very last time that we can travel like this, just so carefree without having to worry about nappies and strollers. And I think thinking about like your old life and how much it's going to change, even like see my body as well, like I'm like, will I ever go back to being like a size 6 or size 8?
You physically look in the mirror, your body changes as well. It probably affects you a lot, even like for guys as well. Like I look fat in the mirror, like or something like that. And like through pregnancy you only get bigger and body's gonna change, and you'll drastically have to accept that. It's just a way of life.
And it might not go back as well. It probably won't go back as well. So that's something that's quite scary. What about you and dad bod?
Yeah, so I'm really in with my fitness journey at the moment. So I'm like hoping to keep going.
I want you to keep going.
It does a lot for me, you know. Like even if I didn't like do nothing for the day, or didn't feel like I achieved anything, at least I went to the gym, at least like I worked on myself and like had time to myself to think, listen to music and try to push for the day and like try to do better, you know?
Yeah, I'm hoping you don't get dad bod. I still want you to have a little sexy little body, even if I'm a wow next to you. One thing I do have to say, definitely during this pregnancy, is that there's been many times that I feel really snappy and really like irritated really quickly. Like sometimes when Gran's really slow.
Oh, you grind my gears.
I'm like, what's changed? I swear that's the same thing. She's like, hurry up. I'm like, I'm trying. What? I'm not purposely being slow. I'm like, I'm not purposely going, oh, let's go slow.
Something about Greg is just like, he's so slow. I just want him to like, do things now, but he just takes his sweet Jesus time. And I definitely feel myself like getting more annoyed, like and more like spike in my like cortisol. But I'm always actively telling myself like, it's okay, calm down. We want to have a happy baby, calm baby, so mama can't be stressed.
During pregnancy, she'd be like, I'm gonna be zen. It's been great.
Yeah, I've really been trying to like bite my tongue. Okay, what do you think the best and worst thing so far about pregnancy and this journey into parenthood? And has it surprised you in any way?
I'm surprised Tweet's doing really good. Like, she's been running, doing so well, her mindset, her thoughts have changed, and she's come to accept that she's having a child, and I think you'll be amazing.
Something that's so funny, that during my baby shower, a lot of people kept coming up to me and saying that you give such motherly energy. And they keep saying things like, pregnancy looks so good in you. And I'm like, you're trying to say that this extra bingo wings looks good? I don't know how to feel about that. I feel like, is it a backhanded compliment? Is that a nice compliment? I don't know.
I think your mindset's changed.
Yeah.
Your mindset in general was like, no, it's like ruined me. Or like kind of like things.
It's going to destroy my life.
It's got to the point where Tweet sister's like, oh yeah, I might have a child, you know.
I know, it rubbed off
That's
on my
how
sister.
like good Tweet's been. Like she's been like doing well, and she's been doing all the things that she would do before,
Yeah.
and more probably. I'm like,
Yeah.
how do you even do it? I'm like, how do you even go to the gym? I'm like, I'm battered like after the gym, and Tweet's like still like going back to do work and then do a lot of work, and she's like not had a nap or anything. She's had one nap out of her pregnancy,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I've napped like countless of times. I've fallen asleep countless of times.
I've been so laser focused. I feel like now because there's a deadline, we have until November to get shit done. I feel like extra like zoomed in, like focused. I know exactly what I want. And I definitely feel like with this baby, it's really taught me about what actually am I working towards? Am I working towards a life where I'm working all the time? You know, do I actually want to be a brand founder? What type of brand founder do I want to be? What type of company do I want to be? What type of leader do I want to be? Like, I really learnt, like, now I want to reinvest into my team, having like more people supporting me. I definitely felt like now I just want to like help other people. I don't know why. I think with motherhood, I really learned that there's so many mothers out there, and I didn't realise so many mothers follow me as well. A lot of people are actually pregnant at the same time as me, and a lot of us are going through the same thing, and I just felt this like instant like connection when we're all in the same boat. And I just really felt like, oh, I just kind of like, I don't know, found my purpose. I really want to help other people along their journey, and I want to be a role model and show them that you can do anything. And you know, I was really scared that having a baby will ruin my career, and I'm like, no, why would it ruin my career? I can have a baby, I can have a business. So I definitely feel like now I'm like even more locked in, and I'm still going to the gym 5 days a week. I still want to be a hot mama. Like, I feel more like empowered, and I want to like prove to myself that I can still do it.
Also, I feel like you need a partner that will give you the space to like do what you want to do. I always start picking up slack of like, I'm reaching out to brands and sort out all the other stuff like nursery, the stuff that we need, and I need to like pick that slack up for Tweet to do other stuff.
Yes.
And plan the baby gender reveal. Like, I've been non-stop like emailing people, sorting this out, sorting that out. And
it's really nice to have a partner that you can really rely on. There's a saying that if you was to have a baby and they turned out exactly like your partner, is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? Like, what is your gut instant reaction? And for me, I'm so happy to have like a little baby Quang. I feel like this little boy is just gonna be so fun, so spontaneous. I feel like they have really fun parents, and if I could have like a little mini Quang, I would love it. So it really puts so much into perspective of how much I like love you, and I feel like we have like a really good partnership.
I've always tried to push Tweet to do better, and I know like sometimes I can take my own advice and I don't push myself to do better, but I always prefer someone to do better than me, in a sense.
Oh,
where
really?
like, yeah, so I'm not really like jealous of anyone. And in turn, like, people will probably push me to do better, you know?
Yeah.
So like,
So you can push our baby to do better.
yeah, and that's all in like an art for like people, in a sense, like try your hardest, and
Yeah. Okay, the best thing so far, I definitely say that it has brought me and Quang like really close. I definitely feel like me and Quang are going through this stage where I like look at him, I'm like, oh, I love you so much, and I can't believe this baby is gonna be born with like so much love as well, because I think that's something that's quite scary, like for us, that we both grew up in like not so great household, quite toxic household. I really want this baby to know like that their parents love them so much, and we are building whatever we're building for them. That's my best thing, that we are just so in love. What is your best thing?
I think our best thing is that we're so aware of like our own like actions, stuff like that, and we're so aware of like of our past. We're more aware of that, so we can just avoid things happening in repeat. But like, I want to change the past for what it is. It's just built me who I am. Just never be ashamed of like family, your past, or your secrets. Just live my life with no regrets, in a sense.
Yeah.
And then just have a clean whistle, in a sense.
Oh, that's nice. So that's your favourite thing?
Yeah, in a sense, like, we're more aware of like emotionally aware as well. Like, we can speak to our child and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
give advice and
And
you
be
know,
there for them.
and be there.
Yeah. That's really nice. Okay, the worst thing about pregnancy so far is my farts. They have been crazy.
They have been nice. Not gonna lie.
I think the worst thing about pregnancy for me so far is just the fear of the unknown as well. Just knowing that your life is going to change, and I feel like there's a lot of fear mongering out there. Like, a lot of why I was so scared about being pregnant is like just realizing that you know, everything is going to be out of my control, and the idea of giving birth scares me so much. I'm really trying to work on that. Like, one of my biggest fears is that I don't want this baby to break up my relationship, because that seems to be what happens. A lot of people have kids and then all of a sudden they're breaking up, and I'm like, no! But I really am happy that we've set a good foundation before the baby. You don't even know what type of baby you'll have. Like, for me, something that's really important is I don't want a clingy baby, but I can't control that. You know, the baby's just gonna come out the way it comes out. Like, I am such a control freak, if anyone knows me. I like things done a certain way.
I was having to think while you're like answering. I don't have much fears, but the main probably fear that I have now is the shame. In a sense, like, people shame people for how they parent and stuff. Everyone's giving like different advice and like what works for them and doesn't work for them, and like and everyone has something to say, like, you know what I mean, about your kid and how you parent and stuff like that. Just like let people be who they want to, how they want to parent and stuff. And I'm guessing we've probably done the same as well. Like, we've always
I have judged many a times.
Like, we've judged like people in the past and stuff like that. But like, just I guess keep your opinions and stuff, and just leave it. Like, just leave it out.
This next question is for me. What does it feel like to have a baby grow inside of you? Like, what does it actually feel to be pregnant? And, you know, I had a long think about this, and this is the only way that I can describe it. Imagine if you had like a big, large McDonald's meal, you had a box of 20 nuggets, you had a full fat coat, and at first it's like, oh, you know, and then afterwards it's like, you just have that stretch feeling in your belly where you need to unbutton your jeans. You just feel uncomfortable. It feels like you're bloated. That is exactly how I'd describe it. It just feels like your belly is just being pushed and stretched. My belly feels so tight, and it's like you're constantly farting all the time. I have so much gas, it's crazy. But apart from that, I thought that I would feel really fat and really ugly, and, you know, don't get me wrong, there's definitely been days where I definitely feel like that. But actually, there's definitely times where I look at my belly and I'm like, oh my god, like, there's a baby in there. Like, I'm actually growing something, and you feel so appreciative of your body that it can actually, like, do this, and it's a good thing that you're gaining weight and stuff. That means your baby is growing. So I really had to change my mindset. What are you the most excited about, and is there anything that you're really nervous about?
I'm excited to like just try new adventures and stuff, like kids adventures and like
our days are going to be very different now.
And like, just family days, you know, like wholesome days. I'm really excited for that. Just my family in general, in a sense, because obviously I said earlier in the video I didn't really have family, so building your own family and building your own foundation is like one of the things that I'm excited about, you know?
Oh, that's so nice. It's so true, because even if you didn't get along with your family, you have a chance to grow your own family. Oh, that's really nice. I'm definitely really excited for that. I'm actually really excited to take my baby around the world with me. You know, for a long time I was so scared to have a baby, because I'm like, oh my god, I can't travel anymore. Like, traveling is such a big part of my life, you know, flying in and out every other month, and I'm like, why does it have to change when I have a baby? I really want this baby to just adjust in my lifestyle. Like, I want to take the baby out and let them get used to like being outside and being with other people, and, you know, I definitely feel like it's going to change the type of holidays that we do go on, but also it's going to be so much more meaningful. Like, whenever we get to take Rolo somewhere, it's like so much fun. Like, we actually find things that we can take Rolo, or like doggy things. So now I can imagine it's going to be like baby things. I didn't have no photos or memories growing up, so I definitely think that now that we have our own baby, we can like live vicariously through them. Something that I'm nervous about is not spoiling the child, and I think it's quite hard as well, because I didn't grow up with much, and I think naturally now that we have built like a solid foundation for ourselves, it's very easy for us to, you know, buy them the latest Xbox or the latest iPhone and all that kind of stuff. But I really want to instill like hard work and perseverance, and, you know, if you want it, you're gonna earn it for yourself. But I'm also a gift giver. Like, I love giving gifts and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm really worried I don't want to raise like a spoiled brat at the same time.
I think like we can spoil it, but also like understand where like if they want this life to keep carrying on, that you need to work hard for it.
Okay, the next question is, do you have any rules or any ideas of how you want to raise the baby? I really want to install like how important it is to be grateful, have manners, say please and thank you. I really want to instill in them to be driven and like perseverance even when times are like hard, and I really want to reward them even for trying. Like, I definitely don't want to be that mum that's like, you have to get all straight A's. But I think the most important thing to me is like, did you try your best? And as long as they tried, that is like really important to me. I also want to raise them to be giving as well. Like, you know, when it's Christmas time, I want them to pack away all the old toys and donate them so that they know that there's other people out there that might not be in as fortunate of a position. I really want them to be like strong, independent. I want to be that mum that is with them when they're doing a lemonade stand. I just really want to set our kid up for success. So
we want them to like learn of the value of what life we've given them, in a sense. It wasn't handed to us. Like, we worked hard for it, and it makes me sad that in one day, like, they'll be so ungrateful and like burn what we've achieved for them, in a sense. You know,
spoiled
just
brat.
spoiled,
Oh
like,
my god, that'd be the worst.
I'd be so like disappointed, and it's hard, you know, because you just want them to try their best and like be a nice person, you know.
For me, I really want that close relationship with my baby, and for us to have like some sort of a friendship as well.
Yeah.
I want it to be like a safe space for them and have like an open communication. Do we have any plans when it comes to breastfeeding, and what is our birth plan? Dun, dun, dun. I'm gonna try to breastfeed, but honestly I do feel like there's this thing that is like breast is best and all that kind of stuff, and it just puts so much pressure on the mum. And honestly, like, I actually had a dream the other day, like actually a nightmare, that my nipples were so big that it couldn't fit in the baby's mouth and the baby was choking. That's how big my nipples have gone, guys. They're like big black burgers. But I am really, really scared about breastfeeding. I'm scared of postpartum. I know for some people, they want to go like all natural, like they're against any drugs and like that. I'm like, no, give me all the drugs. Give me the morphine. Give me the gas. I don't want the epidural. I literally want all of the drugs. I want to be floating on cloud 9 and just pushed it out my vagina without feeling anything. You guys know I've had loads of surgeries. I'm not scared of needles at all. I'm just in that mind frame of like, why would I want to go through the pain if I don't have to? But for me, anyways, I just feel like I want to actually try to enjoy my birth in some sort of ways. I feel like if I was just in pain and it was just awful, I would just hate it so much. But even with this pregnancy, it's taught me that it's actually not that bad. But I'm also trying to do like birthing classes. I've done 3 classes so far. I've also done a breastfeeding class, I've done a hypnobirthing class, and I'm trying to tell myself that my body was made for this. I'm getting closer to my baby with every wave. Like, I'm just trying to say like words of affirmation to myself, but I know when it comes to it, I'm like,
give me all of the drugs.
Call the doctor in stat. I also feel so connected to so many mums out there now as well. I feel like all of us are going through this journey together, and a lot of you guys have been where I am, and I'm actually really proud of myself. Especially from when I first found out I was pregnant, where I was such a nervous wreck. I felt like my life was ending, and now I honestly feel like this is like a new chapter that's probably going to be even better than the last. So I'm so excited to take you guys along the journey. We're actually in a place right now where we're actually doing our nursery. We're getting all of our new baby things as well, which that was so overwhelming, even figuring out about the doonas and the noonas. Now I'm a pro. I know about all the brands now. So if you guys haven't downloaded my free baby checklist yet, I'll leave the link down below in my description. I basically created like a whole checklist with all of my favorite baby things and my favorite videos that's really helped me on my journey so far, and it's a free downloadable link for you guys as well. I wanted to give back to you guys. I have so many more like templates and stuff coming up soon, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, getting to know us as parents as well. If you haven't seen our gender reveal video yet, go and watch it. It was a very emotional video, but I'm so glad we vlogged like the ups and downs. Yeah. We love you guys so much, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, so like eventually we're gonna have
He's growling.
our neighbour. Well, I'm already a daddy to Rolo, so Rolo's taught us a lot already. Taught us how to parent. A roller coaster in itself.
Oh, it's actually really nice filming a video together. I feel like you've come leaps and bounds. Like, Grand's so much more confident on camera now. Well done, babe.
Well done.